So we have all done it too, man, with one of our closest friends, our ride or dies, our friends we cuddle with. Yeah, sorry. Anyways, this story takes place back in grade 8, and I was talking with this girl. We'll call her girl. So anyways, it's October whenever I'm talking to her, and usually every year in my city we have a carnival, and like regular talking stages, we said, oh, let's go to the carnival, it'll be fun, right? And when she mentioned it'll be us two, I got scared because this wasn't my first time going out with a girl, but this is my first time hanging out with a girl by ourselves. Like, hold on, just me and you in public? Nah, I started overthinking everything. You already know how it goes. Anyways, the day before, I tell my homie, you know him and you love him, Crazy Bird. So I hit him up like, yo, I got us a 2-man mission. And he was hyped because this is finally the 2-man mission where he won't have to take one for the team. We were basically going out with fine shits, so in our heads, we already won. Anyways, we get to the carnival with my Metallica shirt and Crazy Bird with his Death Row t-shirt. So we walk into the carnival and like gentlemen, we came 30 minutes early, so we can give the rides a test knowing which ones we can handle. Basically scouting like it's the NBA finals. So 30 minutes go by and they finally get here. So we get on a couple of rides until the girl asked me if I can go on the zipper with her. And for those who don't know what the zipper ride is, I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, I know, shit's crazy. Not even I would get on it if a 10 out of 10 snow bunny was slim thick. Alright, we're getting off track. So I do the worst thing ever known to man. I simply just pussy out and let her go with her friend, leaving me alone in front of the ride and Crazy Bird on with some random dude. Like, bro, I switched teams mid-game, so I basically blocked me and my homie shots like I was my own biggest hater. So after they get off the ride, she asked me, Jacob, let's get on the UFO one. And I was thinking like the big UFO one. I'll put it on the screen. But no, she was talking about where there's little UFOs on this little like saucer thingy, and it spins around first and then it lifts up and leans to a 45-degree angle. Basically, that shit was ass. So immediately I pussy out and don't get on it, leaving me alone and sad, knowing I'll never be the man I said I would be. Nah, I'm joking. I got on that shit because I had to redeem myself somehow. So before we even got on the ride, I reminded Crazy Bird and I said, yo, you sure you can handle this ride? You don't have to get on with this. And like a brave man Crazy is, he said, yeah, don't trip, his famous last words. So we get on the ride and I'm in the middle. So my girl and her friend are sitting next to me on my left, leaving Crazy Bird on my right. And a quick backstory, I actually hate getting on rides that spin because after you get off it, you feel dizzy, you feel like shit, your soul left your body. So when the ride starts, I pray to God to not make me throw up all over the girls, because not only will I lose the girl, I'll lose all my goddamn aura, like permanently. So anyways, the ride starts spinning and I close my eyes because if you look, it will make it worse. So a good 20 seconds have gone by and I look over to Crazy Bird and he says, Jacob, I might throw up. And I'm like, bro, don't. If you throw up, this is our last 2-man ever. Like, we're done. So I closed my eyes again for another like 10 seconds and he said something so horrific, even you would be scared. He said, I'm sorry, Jacob. Now, I open my eyes and he is throwing up all over my jeans. Like, not a little. I'm talking about full coverage, sponsored by Nasha. And I try to cover him up with my body so the girls won't see him, but I was too late. The damage was already done. Our reputation was gone. The ride ends, girls leave, and me and Crazy are sad knowing we just lost the girls. Just standing there in silence, we just lost the championship. But we end up going home mad as hell, knowing we fumbled the 2-man mission.
So the fade go down, still dreaming. They hate on me, I don't know the reason. Finna wake them all up, cause I know they sleeping. I'm wide awake, but shit, I'm still